from where did you steal this stuff? And he simply looked at him and said, I stole it. I just don't know from where.
Oh, my goodness.
Like that. When we stumble on these criminals and we put them in handcuffs, often they don't know or they don't want to tell us. And sometimes there are cases where people don't realize they've been burglarized, their homes, their garage, their cars, or in some cases they simply shrug their shoulders and go, oh, well, I mean, someone stole my camera. But we want to make sure that there's an opportunity for people to be reunited with their property. That's coming up on Monday.
Okay, now, so these are houses and cars and vehicles. Are they from stores at all?
No. For the most part, it's from residential properties, whether it's a garage. They would take, when you look at the more than 200 items, it's virtually anything that you would store in your garage or something that you would leave in your car. And these thieves took them, and now we want to make sure we return them.
Have you done this before?
Yeah, we've done it on a smaller scale, meaning that maybe we did, in cases we've caught the thief, and he or she told us, yeah, I was in neighborhood XYZ, and we'll reach out to those folks, and they'll come in and identify their things. And that's really important, Larry and Robin, that when they come Monday, bring something. I mean, bring a receipt, a serial number, a photo, something that would help connect you to the evidence or to the property so that the detectives can work with you and make sure you take it home on Monday.
Wow. I wonder how many people are going to have that stuff. Can you imagine somebody shows up with an old photograph? Look, there's my father. In the background, you see it? There it is. There's my camera sitting on the shelf over there.
We're going to work with folks. I mean, we're going to have the detectives on the scene, and these professionals know how to ask the right questions, and maybe we can close a few cases. And actually, if you can identify your property, and let's say you had yet to file a report because you simply didn't want to, we may be able to add charges to the cases concerning certain thieves.
Oh, wow.
You got some weird stuff on here, like a box of miscellaneous rocks and 3 charger cords.
A box of rocks.
Yeah.
When you look at that list of items, you go down, and it's generally the things that you can expect to be in a car, garage, or even in a home. But I got to believe a lot of this stuff has sentimental value.
Wait a minute. I had a box of rocks once.
It has sentimental value. And for instance, there's a photo of John F. Kennedy, President Kennedy. If you're from that era, I mean, of course, I'm not old enough for that right now. But
today's his birthday, by the way. Today's JFK's birthday.
If you're from the era, you know how important this president was to young adults at that time, and that's the photo that we have, and we want to make sure someone gets it back in their hands. And there's a lot of tools, and if you earn a living doing yard work or mechanic work or plumbing or carpentry, we may have your tool chest.
Really?
Part of the collection, and we want to make sure folks come down and take a look. I mean, just get down there, take a look between 1 and 4 o'clock on Monday on the main campus of the sheriff's office, and see if we have your property.
By the way, if you recovered some Playboy magazines, those are not mine. They were never mine. I never had them. I don't know who they were stolen from, but it wasn't me. So.
Totally understand.
Is this part one? Is there a second part to this? Like, if nothing ever gets claimed, do you have a sale then? Does that happen later on?
No. The sheriff's office doesn't sell anything. But what we probably will do with the evidence, if it's not usable to anyone, it'll be destroyed. But there's also the opportunity to put it out for auction, and proceeds from that auction generally benefit the Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranch.
Okay. Well, maybe that's what I meant, auction. Oh, that's a good idea, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, so what do they need to know? They need to know when and where.
1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, June 2nd, that's this Monday, on the main campus of the Sheriff's Office. We're going to take the multi-purpose building, which is one of our big buildings over there. We're going to spread out these 200-plus items, and we want folks to come by. If you get on the campus and you can't find a multi-purpose building, find anyone in a green shirt that works for the sheriff's office and simply say, hey, I'm trying to get to the multi-purpose building. They'll point you in the right direction.
All right. You've always been a great friend to us, Judge, and good to chat with you on the air for a change. Well, keep up the good work. Thank you for what you've done for us all these years and for coming on the air with us this morning.
Thank you, Larry. Robin.
All right. Thank you, Judge. All right. We'll take a little break, and then I want to tell you what Montel Williams was saying about the VA. All right. We'll be right back with that.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, Danny Werfel here. You don't have to sacrifice convenience for local personal service.
At Florida Credit Union, you can transfer your high credit card balances to our rewards card and actually get paid with cash back. You'll enjoy low rates and a customizable card that fits your lifestyle for free.
Never tried a credit union? Maybe it's time for a new game plan.
The Florida Credit Union Wave Card, connecting your money to your life.
All right, 20 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning, 70 degrees here at the Paddock Mall. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the situation with the VA around the country. You might remember it's kind of started to get our attention from a VA out in Phoenix, Arizona. Montel Williams, does he still have a talk show, Robin, or does he no longer do that talk show?
I don't think he does it anymore. Yeah, I don't think so.
How many of you knew or know that Montel Williams is a retired Navy lieutenant commander? So he's got definitely an opinion about what's happening with the VA. And I wanted to play some sound bites from some things he said. He was on the Neil Cavuto show on Fox News.
Oh, okay.
Or Fox News. I'm always confused by the two. The show is called Your World with Neil Cavuto. And so let me play you some sound bites from that interview. Here's the first one.
We made a promise. When I stood with my hand up proudly, I said, I do solemnly swear and affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and I will bear true faith. You know, I went through my oath. I told the world I'm willing to put my life on the line and die for you. Now, our guys went over, they've left body parts. Some of them never made it back. Some of them are here now, and their souls are still there. And we have the audacity to turn our back on them right this second. I'm going to tell you something. All societies are judged by what they do for the least of us. The least of us are the ones who protected this democracy. We owe this debt. More than anything else, the president just promised $5 billion for terrorists around the world at West Point, where he could have used the day to say, I'm sorry for the pain that I've caused you, the families.
By the way, Montel Williams spent 22 years as a Marine and as a Navy officer before retiring. So,
oh my gosh, I never knew that about him.
What kind of sparked the interview was there's a video, and I guess you could Google it or YouTube search it or whatever, at a Memorial Day picnic. He was speaking to some people over there, and he made a kind of an impromptu speech. He says that war is being waged against veterans. He was referring to, of course, the scandal at the VA hospitals across the country, maybe not all of them, and we don't ever want to do a broad brushstroke when we make a statement of any sort like that, or of any sort, period. But there are some problems, and he does offer some solutions. Let me just play this soundbite right here. Again, it's all from the same appearance on the Neil Cavuto show.
But that barbecue you had on Sunday was paid for on the backs of soldiers who left body parts in the battlefield.
You're exactly right.
So you have no right to forget.
Yeah, and that was one of the main things that he was trying to say in that appearance right there. You know, he was talking, and I don't think I have the soundbite from that necessarily, but he was talking about how he visits the hospitals where the soldiers who have lost those body parts that he referred to, the soldiers who have been through the combat zone and come back injured, how a few years ago he would go, you know, he's a celebrity, so he has kind of a different place in our hearts. And so as a celebrity and as a vet himself, he will walk through and greet and speak to the the soldiers who are recovering from whatever wound they suffered. And he was saying that a few years ago, he would run into quite a few celebrities, not only in show business, but also from the world of politics. And he says now I'm the only one there anymore. He's like, nobody is showing up anymore. And it is kind of crazy. It's almost like when it was hip to do it, when it was cool. When it was cool as a celebrity to be seen at a VA hospital.
Yeah.
You made the rounds, you shook the hands, you had a camera crew with you. Mm-hmm. We don't ever see pictures of Montel. Well, we do see some, but he doesn't have a camera crew with him usually. He did because of this. Here's another soundbite from Montel Williams.
At the same time we're having this conversation, there are people mongering in the hallways of Congress getting ready to put troops on the ground in Syria, troops on the ground in Africa, troops on the ground in the Ukraine. Well, tell me who's going to go down and sign up and enlist today when they know that the government that they're enlisting to protect is doing nothing but lying, because when you come home, they will throw you, I hate to say it this way, it's as ignorant, as distasteful as giving me the middle finger, because that's what you're doing to the soldiers. We got to stop.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He was obviously not so happy with some of the things that's going on in the country. Here's another soundbite from Montel Williams.
I see, talk to on a regular basis, people who've left more of their bodies and more parts of them overseas. Their souls are still here, but they just wonder why. Why?
He's got a campaign of his own that he wants to start, and so I'll pass on the information for this. He was talking about the troop surge that was launched in 2009, and now he wants a VA surge. That's part of his idea for a solution to the problem, in which recently discharged corpsmen from each branch of service could be reactivated for a short period of time to help clear the backlog in VA hospitals. In other words, you hire the vets who've returned.
Yeah.
Instead of sending them off to the battlefield in Afghanistan or anywhere else, or Ukraine or wherever it might be, send them to the battlefield of the VA hospitals, let them kind of be in charge and let them figure out what to do. He's, I don't know the details about that, but he gave a couple of ways to get a hold of him. One is at Montel_Williams. And Robin, help me with this. Is this Twitter only, or is that Facebook and Twitter? I don't understand the whole @. thing.
That I don't know. I think it's just Twitter.
Okay, so if it's Twitter, at Montel_Williams, and use the hashtag VA Surge, hashtag VA Surge.
Okay.
And he will get everything that you're saying and asking and all of that. Here's another soundbite from Montel Williams.
The only reason why this happens is because if we look at our Congress and our Senate today, we have less than 20% of them who served, who put a uniform on. And I believe the figure is less than 40% of them have had children who have served. So therefore, they are easy and quick to send someone else's child off to die, and they should be just as quick to protect them when they come home.
Yeah, so
That's right.
I wanted to share that with you. I thought it was interesting because he was getting some grief from people who like Montel Williams, but who don't like Glenn Beck.
Oh.
Because he was on Glenn Beck talking about this. And so he got a lot of flack for that. And he said, you know what? I issued my announcement. He did some kind of a public announcement or something, and he said the only person in the media who picked up on it was Glenn Beck. So I mean, why not go to Glenn Beck if he's the only one who's paying attention to what he's saying?
Well, sure.
And if what he's saying is simply this, he started off his appearance on the Neil Cavuto show by saying, well, he was referencing a chicken that had its head cut off. That was you can Google it. It's one of those phenomenons where the chicken stayed alive. I don't even know if it's a true story, but it doesn't matter because he was trying to make a point that if you cut off the head of the VA, the body is still going to be running around. You need to fix the whole chicken. You need to fix the whole VA.
Yeah.
And so his point is that all these people are asking for the resignation Shinseki, yeah, it's a funny, Shinseki, however you say it.
Yeah.
And he's saying, okay, well, that's all well and good, but guess what? You need to fix the whole thing. And he thinks the best people to do that would be the veterans themselves.
Oh, sure.
The ones who have a vested interest in this. I mean, more than a vested interest. As he almost cried. You could see it in his face. Mm-hmm. I edited out a long breath that he took in one of those pieces right there, because we would have had a piece of dead air. But he started to say something, then he took a long breath and he composed himself, and then he finished his statement. And he was talking about how the soldiers didn't come back physically whole, how they left arms in Afghanistan, how they left legs in Afghanistan or Iraq or wherever. And we owe it to them to be there for them, and it's a disgrace to take this promise that they've made to defend us, and almost mock it by not allowing them to have the care they need and making this secret list that is supposed to cover the butts of the people who need to be out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, it's good when somebody who has a certain posture, a certain position in our community, Montel Williams being one of them. He's got that celebrity status, and he can make a difference by making a statement like that. And he's kind of going against the grain. A lot of people are not so happy with him because he's not. I mean, he's not critical of the president in every area, but he's definitely critical of the president in this area.
Oh yeah. The president is the boss, and when you're a boss, you have the power to fire people and fix things, and he's not moving.
So I wanted to share that with you.
And he's a veteran, too, Montel, and that gives him even more credence than if he was just some celebrity who everybody loves but who never served.
Yeah, and he makes a really good point about our Congress and how the numbers of those who have served are very few. Like 20%, he said?
Yeah, exactly.
And they send, they don't have very many children in the service.
And they're making the big bucks, the guys in Congress, and they don't have to put their lives on the line.
Congressman Nugent, by the way, I don't really know if he's mine. I can't remember what area I'm in anymore. But he comes on, as you know, every other week just about. He himself, a veteran, his children, I think he's got 3 sons serving in the military.
Yeah.
All right, before I go to the news, let me go to the phone. Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning, Larry, Robin. If you listen to our local celebrities here, as far as our vets are concerned, Hank's talked about this like a problem that we've had for some time. You heard him talk about the VAs and how certain people should have been gone, and they're still there.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently Phoenix was the thing that really was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. But we as Americans should definitely be looking into this, because basically it is our tax dollars that are footing the bill for all this, whether it's through the military or what. We keep sending our troops all over the world. We're going to have casualties and injuries come back. So, every time I hear something going on, what's America going to do about it? I think it's time we do something in our own home front first.
Well said.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Sonny. And Sonny makes a really good point too about the local leveraging that has taken place. Hank is a focal point. Hank Whittier, who will be here in just over an hour, has been very instrumental in making sure that this VA in this community has been above board. I mean, he really has. I can remember when Hank first started doing the radio show, one of the big complaints was the long waiting time and how that was reduced.
Yeah.
And really reduced, not the fake reduced like they were talking about in Phoenix. So, all right, let's push forward. I wanted to share that with you. Again, the hashtag for if you want to, team up with Montel Williams is hashtag VA Surge, and the @ sign. What does the @ sign actually do?
I have no clue.
That's a way of contacting him?
I believe so. I think that's like that Twitter @ thing. You put the @ in there.
So if you want to contact Montel Williams, the best way to do it, I'm going to say Twitter, the @ symbol, and then the word Montel, _Williams, and then you'll get a direct line to him, and you can say, hey, I want to help out with whatever it is you're doing, and then the hashtag VA Surge. All right, let's push forward. We'll be right back. Deal?
Legally Yours, brought to you by Fuller & Fuller Attorneys at Law. On the air every Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. with John Fuller, a board-certified civil trial lawyer for over 25 years. John welcomes your questions, from business to complex family matters to legal disputes. So tune in every Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. for Legally Yours with John Fuller, right here on WOCA 1370 a.m. and 96.3 FM, The Source.
Here are today's headlines from The Source. WOCA. Florida will sue the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs because the agency is stonewalling state health care inspectors who have been denied access to veterans hospitals, according to a statement from Governor Rick Scott yesterday. The announcement sets up a legal fight between Florida officials who say they need access to VA facilities and records to protect veterans and VA leaders who insist no state has oversight of federal hospitals. Inspectors for the state agency for Healthcare Administration have been turned away from several VA hospitals in Florida in recent months, including the James A. Haley VA Medical Center in Tampa and the C.W. Bill Young VA Medical Center in Seminole. In a written statement from Governor Scott, the governor wrote, quote, "We're committed to being the most veteran-friendly state in the nation, and reports of deaths, neglect, poor conditions, and a secret waiting list in federal VA hospitals in Florida are unacceptable." The Star Banner is reporting that in spite of the fact that the final draft of plans for Silver Springs State Park released by state parks managers did not include a hotel, additional RV spaces, a restaurant, or a dedicated site for a new water park, county officials may still make an effort to persuade the state to incorporate those things into the management plan. The report states that the proposals may include a number of commercial enterprises intended to enhance the ecotourism allure of the park. Opponents say building a hotel and a restaurant, in fact, may have the opposite effect. The Star Banner article states that the Florida Department of Environmental Protection officials shipped the county's ideas to the full advisory board for final comments for inclusion in the final document. The proposed plan now goes before the Acquisition and Restoration Council. The Marion County Sheriff's Office is announcing that on Monday from 1 till 4 p.m. they will be displaying more than 200 items recovered from burglaries that were never returned to their proper owners. The report urges residents who were victims of burglaries to browse through the display from the Evidence Division of the Marion County Sheriff's Office to see if an item stolen from a home or a vehicle is among the items that have remained in storage. Most of the items were taken from homes and cars located in the southern part of the county. Residents can show up on Monday, June 2nd, from 1 till 4 p.m. at 3300 Northwest 10th Street in Ocala to try to find any item that was stolen from them. Judge Cochran, spokesperson for the Marion County Sheriff's Office, said the goal is to get the property back into the right hands. As the world remembers and mourns the passing of poet Maya Angelou, who died yesterday at the age of 86, we end today's newscast with words of inspiration from Angelou's various writings. We leave you with these quotes. Quote, "I believe that each of us comes from the Creator trailing wisps of glory," unquote. We may encounter defeats, but we must not be defeated. Another quote. Nothing will work unless you do. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude about it. I've learned that you shouldn't go through life with a catcher's mitt on both hands. You need to be able to throw something back. Love recognizes no barriers. It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope. And nothing can dim the light which shines from within. She also said, in diversity there is beauty and there is strength. And finally, a quote to empower all of you ladies. Maya Angelou wrote, quote, "I am a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me," unquote. Yes, she was. And those are the headlines from The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Life jackets save lives. Wear it, Florida. Any thunderstorm over the next few days will be slow moving and could bring some heavy rainfall. Any thunderstorm today will be during the afternoon or evening hours. Some sunshine, high 86 to 89. Partly cloudy later tonight, low 68 to 73. Partly sunny tomorrow and Saturday. A brief shower or two near the coast in the morning. Then some inland thunderstorms in the afternoon or evening. High each day, 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Thank you, Brian. Got less than a minute before 8 o'clock. Real quickly, there's a car wash happening this coming Saturday and Sunday, and it's more than a car wash. It is a car wash, a bake sale, a bounce house will be there. Mojo's food truck will be there, donating 10% of each purchase to all of the things that the money is going to. I mean, all of the things are raising money for one thing, which is to send missionaries over to the Dominican Republic. So this is for the Bible Baptist Church. If you go over there on Saturday between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. or Sunday between noon and 4 p.m., you'll be able to get your car washed, eat, and contribute to a really good cause. Bible Baptist Church is at 3401 Southeast Lake Weir Avenue here in Ocala. This is WOCA Ocala. We'll take a little break, go to Fox News, and then we'll be back with Galen Uno from Life South.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Bipartisan outrage on Capitol Hill after a report on the VA system, which found inappropriate scheduling practices throughout.
The IG warned 1,700 patients of a Phoenix clinic remain at risk of becoming lost in convoluted scheduling schemes. Several Democrats now joining calls for VA Secretary Eric Shinseki to resign.
Fox Radio's Jared Halpern. In the fight over parts of Ukraine, a military chopper shot down by rebels in the eastern part of the country. The president of Ukraine says 14 troops, including a general, were killed. And they spent weeks scouring part of the Indian Ocean for the missing Malaysian airliner. Now search teams concluding that is the wrong area.
Australia's Transport Minister Warren Truss saying this was never guaranteed to be the breakthrough authorities had been hoping for. Next, a wider search will begin using more powerful equipment.
Fox Radio's Simon Owen, Fox News. We report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto, shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network.
Yeehaw! Howdy, folks. RL here to invite you to DQ. Dairy Queen is serving the crispiest, juiciest, most tasty chicken tenders, all beef chili dogs, and quarter-pound cheeseburgers on earth. And you get crispy fries, a drink, and an ice cream sundae of your choice for only $5. Remember, at DQ, you can lick their cones, but you can't beat their shakes. Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, where they always treat you like kings and queens.
News Talk 1370. WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults. So use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370 WOCA.
Hi, this is Jonathan from the Blue Jays Band. We're opening up for Sister Hazel on June 14th in downtown Ocala. But before that, on June 10th, I'd like to personally invite you to our debut CD release party at the historic Ocala Marion Theater. It's a free event, so grab your friends and maybe some not-so-friendly friends, and even that cute girl that ignores you from across the room, and come enjoy the show. It all starts at 8 p.m. on June 10th, so make sure to RSVP on our website at bluejaysband.com or call 867-5309. Yes, that's our real number. number.
All right, 3 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. Beautiful day. Hope you're doing well. Hope we don't have another bird that flies into the window.
Oh, yeah.
The bird that flew into the window yesterday died, obviously. Well, I said it did yesterday.
It was.
But it left a mark on the window. I mean, it left like the bird must have been covered with like dust or something, because it left like this powder mark on the window on the outside.
Yeah, you can see
You
it.
can
It's,
see the
you
bird.
can see the little face.
He left an image on the window.
Yeah.
All right, 73 degrees right now. Galen Unold from Life South is on the phone. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Nice out there, isn't it?
It's going to be a nice day. Nice and hot.
Have you ever owned a convertible?
No, not personally, no.
No. Doesn't this look like a convertible kind of a day?
Yeah, this morning.
Oh, yeah, but later on you wouldn't want it, right?
No, yeah, you better put on a big hat, suntan oil or something.
Yeah. By the way, yesterday's conversation about being the certain demographic for the 15-year-olds to ask advice from, remember that?
Sure.
By the way, the beer pong question, like if you were going to ask for advice on beer pong, I was looking at the article and I thought, well, I should have used that one. I was going to use it today, but I decided not to. But the beer pong, they also, I would ask my cousin.
Yeah.
So.
Sure, yeah. You know, everybody's got that one cousin who's like, not necessarily the black sheep, but always on the edge of being in trouble.
Beer pong.
Yeah. Right.
I see. I wouldn't.
He's a black sheep. You don't even know who he is. You've met him like once. You couldn't. You gotta get that guy who's right on the edge, and he's a fun guy to hang out with. Yeah.
I honestly.
Your aunt is always worried about him.
I honestly don't know anything about beer pong. I've seen it. I guess I have no idea if there are rules at all. I mean, it looks like you just.
There's different varieties of beer pong.
See, I don't know.
Really? I didn't know that.
It's very complex, and for a drinking game, it can get complicated.
So kids, you come to Robin and me if you need Monopoly advice. Galen might know beer pong. That sounds
That's right. You go to Galen.
You know, we were playing beer pong before it was such a game. I mean, we had a ping pong table, and so all you need is a ping pong table and a solo cup, your alcoholic beverage of your choice, and you got beer pong.
Well, who's the actress that played Annie Hall? What's her name?
Diane Keaton, yeah.
Diane Keaton was playing beer pong with Jimmy Fallon.
Uh-huh.
And clearly had no clue how to do this, and she was just going nuts. It was funny to watch, though.
Yeah, she liked drinking,
though. If you're a really good ping pong player, you can really, really hurt someone.
Well, anyway, so one of the rules I read is that if it's a washout, then the loser has to run around the block naked.
Well, see, that's one of those derivatives. What we would do, a washout, is if you knock over the cup. So what we would do is you would have to lick all the beer off of the table.
Oh.
And then when we got to college, we couldn't have them because it used to. My mom already knows these things. So if it was at my house, you would have to lick it off the floor. And but when you got in college, you know, it became a health hazard to do that. So it was just on the ping pong table itself.
A block can be a long area.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, here's the thing. If you run around naked, you're drawing attention to yourself.
Right.
And you're going to get in trouble. So, you know, there's a fine line. So, yeah. We didn't do that. But
right.
Yeah, of course, you got some complex set of rules.
All right. Well, I do have something totally
One
different.
hop into the cup is a different rule. Yeah, man, there's some complex rules.
Oh.
Yeah, one hop into the cup is worth more than a direct hit into the cup.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's a better shot, because it's more like ping pong.
I'm learning, Robin. I'm going to be the hip, very old cousin.
What you have to learn is that you cannot start beer pong until you're a little drunk, or somebody can really end up drinking a lot. So, especially, you know, there was a time when I was really good at ping pong because we played like hours a day. So, you know, I could do anything I wanted to with the ball to the cup. It was not that hard. So.
Galen, let's hear the update on the state of the blood supply over at Life South, and then I have a fun topic for you today.
Yeah, well, again, it's AB plasma for males and O negative for everybody. So that's really where we're short. So if you're a type AB or an O negative, come on in. Everybody else, we still need you. We're just in emergency need of those two types right now.
There you go. All right, so my fun topic today, and I just need to warn you, we do have an 820 again today.
Of course, sure.
Yeah, we had to move some people around, so we had to find places
Right.
for them.
Oh, I blame Dan. He's the programming director.
You can actually blame yourself, and you want to know why?
Oh.
Because this time slot shows up as a popular time slot, like a lot of listeners.
Well,
Right.
I'll try to start really sucking.
Right. And so, well, this
that.
is what happens all the time. You make a time slot popular, and everybody says, "Oh, I want that slot," right? And then you get some guy on who wants to give you the art of life, you know,
The art of living.
the art of living. You know, all of a sudden, the popular time slot you made, all of a sudden, is no longer popular.
Yeah.
I wonder why. What happened there?
They take it away.
Why didn't you put a rosé from Fish Tank Kings at 820? I would have had no problem with that one.
I can't remember where we put them. But anyway. So did they get the shirt yet, by the way?
I FedExed it to them.
Probably. They probably
Oh,
did.
yay.
All right, so we've done Lost in Translation bits before, but these are new ones. Translation errors on menus or in restaurants.
Can you imagine, and I heard your one earlier, can you imagine telling your wife, look, I got AIDS from eating a hot dog? All I'm thinking about is, how do you have that conversation?
I thought it was a translation error. It wasn't.
Oh, wow. Was that like one of those loose references like to the Village People or something like that? You know what I mean?
All right, here's one. Poached salmon. Poached salmon. Salmon. Thank you.
Yeah.
Poached salmon with lemon herpes.
Oh.
Lemon herpes.
Oh.
You know, the great thing about that is you carry that taste around forever. It's like luggage, you know. You just carry it around forever.
Oh my God.
All right, now I don't understand this one. Beef brisket.
How about that? Well, you got that STD joke. Congratulations.
Thank you. Beef brisket in Wikipedia flavor.
Oh.
In Wikipedia flavor.
That's what it says. Beef brisket in Wikipedia.
You know the problem about that is there's just so much to take in, and you're never really sure if the ingredients are actually the right ingredients, right? It may say 100% natural, but you can't really believe it.
That's good. Very good. Now, for some reason, the F word shows up a lot on some of these Chinese translations. I don't know what.
Rightfully so. I mean, there's all kinds of fung and food.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what they think it means, but there was an item on one of the.
Slow down on that one. You want to make sure you get that one right.
Yeah.
So I won't read
Wait a second.
I won't pronounce the F word. You'll have to do it yourself. But as an item on
You
the.
say fung. You say fung.
I'll just say F. F the bullfrog is what it says. That's.
Fung the bullfrog.
So I don't know if there's even bullfrog on the plate. I don't even know what you're eating.
It's frog
Do you
legs,
like
right?
frog legs? Do you like frog legs?
I've had them and I liked them, but when I found out what it was, I didn't take any more.
No.
Okay. Yeah, you see, I was wondering if you have a mental block on that.
Yeah, I do.
I do.
Oh
What
yeah,
about gator tail?
I've had gator tail and I like it, and I would have it again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
But it looks, chickeny.
Yeah,
The
it's
frog's
chunky.
legs look
Well,
froggy.
you've got to, it depends on how,
Tendons.
there's the French way of making them, right, which is a saute.
Uh-huh.
And then there's more of the Cajun, which is the deep fried with the batter.
You mean for
never had
bullfrogs?
the French-
For bullfrogs
Yeah.
or for okay. Well,
for frogs.
okay. My experience was this: I was working as a musician at a lounge in Palm Beach, and they had hors d'oeuvres, and I took some. I took what I thought was a chicken leg.
Mm-hmm.
Then I found out it was a frog leg, and it was like, whoa.
Up comes.
Well, did you like it? Yeah.
It's a very white, clean meat. I mean, it really is.
I don't think I even noticed the difference. All I know is like.
All they do is eat bugs.
Yeah, but then you got some guy sitting at the table doing that bullfrog noise as you're eating it.
The next translation, the next translation error is in the description of the item. It's described as this way: the taste does the child sacrificially.
Oh.
The taste does the whatever that means.
Oh.
Well, this was more of was this the Mayan translation?
I don't know.
Didn't they sacrifice children?
Yeah, they did.
Yes, they did.
I believe so.
Yeah.
All right, here's an interesting one. This was you know how you have these little bursts to make a graphic look good, like a star burst, and in the star burst there's words like "wow" something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, here's one with a question mark next to a food item. Khrushchev again? What the heck does that mean?
Oh my gosh. What does that mean?
Khrushchev again?
Hey, this is a thinker.
All right, listen to this one. Ready? This is a bottle of Johnny Walker.
Okay.
But the label says Johnny Worker, red labia.
Wow. Oh, you know what? That probably increases sales pretty dramatically.
Johnny Worker, red labia.
Right? I mean, that's something you can work for.
Yeah.
Here's an item on a Chinese menu. Black mushroom orgasm. I'll have one of those black mushroom orgasms, please.
There you go. There are...
you know, you got to be careful. You don't want to overdo it.
There are mushroom aphrodisiacs out there.
You know, you're going to end up needing to take a nap the rest of your day. Is
They say once you go black mushroom orgasm, you never go back.
That's right.
Well, there's that too. I mean, yeah. There's
what I hear.
It's not the same impact.
That's right.
Here's another.
Hey, I just want to make sure that we say the source after that one, so that Joe.
Oh, there you go. He's smiling.
The next one is.
You know the Ocala.com article.
The what?
You know, the Ocala.com wrote the article on WOCA.
Right.
I thought it was great. I was going to, at one point, I think in the second paragraph, they had said the source 3 times. Just imagine Joe sitting in his office smiling every time they came on. The source. So.
All right, the next one is a description.
Sorry.
The next one is a description. The temple explodes the chicken cube.
Oh.
Whatever that means. The temple explodes the chicken cube.
You know what? Let's say if you were to get that in, say, Mexico City. You know, and that's a different feel, isn't it? I mean, it explodes.
Yeah, I would say.
Right?
Yeah. In Mexico City. I'm trying to figure out the reference there. There's something I'm missing.
Monica with revenge. You know, don't drink water.
Okay, got it. Now I got it. Okay. If you love to eat hormones, try them with alcohol.
If you love to eat what?
Hormones. If you love to eat hormones, it's a suggestion on the menu.
Are you guys at that time in your life where you need the hormone replacement?
If you love to eat hormones.
That's what it is.
What is that commercial for testosterone? Your testosterone's a little low?
I know, that's a crazy commercial. Here's one, sexy roasted husband.
Oh, that's like Hannibal Lecter there.
Sexy roasted husband.
Well, it's either that or he just left Daytona Beach or something, you know.
Oh, yeah, right. Meat muscle, stupid bean sprouts.
Yeah, you know, it's perfect.
I'll have some of that meat muscle, stupid bean sprouts.
I don't like bean sprouts.
No.
I don't even know what bean sprout is. But I don't like Brussels sprouts.
Sprouts are skinny.
Now this one is in a like a Chinese food store, like a supermarket. It's a package of ramen noodles, and it's called Soup for Sluts.
Okay.
Soup for Sluts.
You know, well, that's what the sluts prefer after the walk of shame.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's all they have time to eat.
After the walk of shame.
Right. The official food of the walk of shame.
That's all they have time to eat.
That was horrible right there.
Here's
that was horrible. Because you can, a man can be a slut too. Just so we're clear.
That's right.
I'm not being gender specific.
No, of course not. Dung dip.
Oh, yuck.
You know, we got some dung dip that'll go with that if you want it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being like the only American working at a Chinese restaurant, just having fun with this?
Yeah.
You know, if you like, we got some dung dip for that.
What do you dip in the dung?
I don't know. You would think dung.
Something with a foo? or you know, some kind of
something
fung?
with a foo, yeah. Definitely dip something with a foo. All right, and the last one is a sign on the sushi bar at a buffet restaurant where it says, "Please don't touch yourself. Let us help you try out."
That's worthy of a photo opportunity.
Isn't that more like you would expect that on one of those signs, like on the billboard, like Jade Spa on I-75?
Oh, yeah.
Don't touch yourself. We ask us for help.
Jade Spa.
Let our fingers.
I haven't been on the interstate in a while. I have to see where's Jade Spa.
Yeah.
Have you driven down I-75 and seen all the signs for those? Like
no.
I drive down I-75 a lot, and it's like every other billboard is like Oriental Spa or something like that.
The closer to Orlando, I think, right?
Well, it's north.
North.
I don't know what's south.
Well, I'm
it's
out
north
of the
between
loop.
Ah,
here and Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Road trip.
Just have to go to see what the signs. We have a very limited life.
It's really not worth it.
Did you stop? Did you stop at the Jade, whatever it's called?
No, and what's funny is when I travel with somebody, I'm like, how bad does your day have to be? Where you decide, well, today's the day I'm going to the Jade Spa. Where do you have to be at in your life to say, you know what?
Yeah.
The only way I'm going to get to tomorrow is to stop at the Jade Spa.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love it that they accept credit cards accepted. You better run to the mailbox and open that bill before your wife gets it. How do you explain Jade Spa?
That's right.
I see you spent $385 at the Jade Spa. It was a really, really bad day, and it was the only way I could get through.
All right, Rob, we need a segue from bad translations to donating blood.
Well, there are no bad translations at Life South Community Blood Centers. They ask all of their questions, and if you have a question about the question, feel free to ask because they'll answer it honestly. Go to Life South Community Blood Centers, donate 1 unit of blood. You can potentially save 3 lives, get on the bone marrow donor listing, and become an ambassador.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So if they ask me when I'm donating blood, do you have any sexually transmitted disease? Should I say, well, I did have some poached salmon with lemon herpes?
Yeah, we actually don't ask that. Yeah, I guess we do ask about that, don't we? Yeah. Yeah. As long as it wasn't in the last year, you're going to be fine.
All right. If you can't get to... Oh, no, we need to know what the Bloodmobile is. Where's the Bloodmobile?
Bloodmobile, we're actually at a new location today. So we're out at the Florida Women's Prison for the first time, which we're pretty excited about.
The Florida Women's
after
Prison.
watching a lot of B movies. It's going to be pretty good. So, and then we're also at a Subway out on 200. So it's going to be a good day.
All right.
Excellent.
And if you can't get to the Bloodmobile, go to the Life South building on Silver Springs Boulevard, right next door to the Cascades in Denellen. Where would you go, Robin?
Right next door to Winn-Dixie.
There you go.
Winn-Dixie.
All right, Galen. One more day and we're done with this week. See you tomorrow.
There you go. All right. Thanks, Sean.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
The weather is brought to you by MyFWC.com. Life jackets save lives. Wear it, Florida. Any thunderstorm over the next few days will be slow moving and could bring some heavy rainfall. Any thunderstorm today will be during the afternoon or evening hours. Some sunshine, high 86 to 89. Partly cloudy later tonight, low 68 to 73. Partly sunny tomorrow and Saturday. A brief shower or two near the coast in the morning. And some inland thunderstorms in the afternoon or evening, high each day 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, Danny Warfel here. You don't have to sacrifice convenience for local personal service.
At Florida Credit Union, you can transfer your high credit card balances to our rewards card and actually get paid with cash back. You'll enjoy low rates and a customizable card that fits your lifestyle for free.
Never tried a credit union? Maybe it's time for a new game plan.
The Florida Credit Union Wave Card, connecting your money to your life.
All right, 24 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Nice looking Thursday, 75 degrees here at the Paddock Mall. We did have a scheduled interview with Jordan Romero. He's a young man who has climbed lots of mountains. Mm-hmm. He's the youngest person to have climbed Mount Everest. The youngest person to climb a whole bunch of mountains, right?
Yeah.
All seven.
Huge.
The highest mountains on each of 7 continents.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That means he climbed a mountain on Antarctica?
Yeah, I would think so.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
pretty cool.
Well, too bad he didn't get through whatever's happening.
Yeah.
If you are traveling this summer and you want to learn a language, let's see, the Marion County Public Library System is now offering the Pronunciator Online Language Learning System. This is a free opportunity for you to learn how to speak, at least some traveler phrases, I would think. Mm-hmm. How about that? With 80 of the world's most popular languages and English as a second language courses for speakers of 50 non-English languages, Pronunciator is focused on quickly building conversational skills through a suite of interactive online drills and scored quizzes, as well as downloadable audio lessons and phrase books. Wow, how much does that course? It's a very expensive course.
Oh, that's like $400.
Yeah, it's got a lady's name. What's it called?
Stone, something Stone.
Yeah.
Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very expensive course.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want to learn this, you can. Each course has up to 350 hours of audio lessons, which library users can download to a portable device or burn to a CD. Full-featured free apps for mobile devices let patrons learn on the go. Movies, music, and poetry provide additional ways to learn. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a pretty cool opportunity.
That's very cool.
Anyway,
I have to check that out. We just got that.
What do we need to know? Just the phone number? Just go to the library.
Yeah.
It says stop by any of the 8 Marion County Public Library System locations for an introduction to Pronunciator. So that's what you want to ask for. Mm-hmm. Just say, hey, I want to learn another language. You got a thing called Pronunciator. I heard it on the radio, and I'd like to do that.
And it's all free.
I've often thought. I mean, Spanish is such a commonly. Mm-hmm. So many people here, and especially South Florida, speak Spanish.
Yeah.
I've often thought I should do that. I tried for a while to learn French.
Yeah.
And did pretty good. I learned how to ask where's the bathroom. I just didn't understand the answer.
Oh, there he is, I think.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, Larry. This is John Rose. We have a message. Could you have Hank give a call to Susie McGuire's office?
Sure. Thank you, John.
Thanks.
All right, let me answer this other phone. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. This is Jordan. I'm from Big Bear, Southern California.
Is this Jordan?
Yes, this is Jordan.
Oh, Jordan. Well, oh, my goodness. We were just talking about you. Thank you for being on the air with us. We've only got about 2.5 minutes, but Jordan Romero is on the phone, and he has climbed mountains. How old are you right now, Jordan?
17 years old, getting ready to graduate high school next month.
My goodness. So you climbed the highest summits in all 7 continents?
The highest point on each continent. It was a goal I set when I was 9 years old and completed when I was 15 and a half. On Christmas Eve 2011.
Wow.
Antarctica.
I'm guessing you're a go-getter and a goal setter, and mountains is just one example of that. Am I right? Are you that kind of? You probably don't want to brag about yourself, but is that right?
It definitely. You could definitely say I am.
Okay. So I have a question about one continent, the continent of Antarctica. You climbed that mountain? What's it called, that one?
Mount Vinson. It's the highest point in Antarctica, and by far the coolest place I've ever been to. You know, Antarctica being such a remote and an untouched kind of place, and being able to ski down there, it was just so rad. I loved it.
Wow. How many people were you with when you did that, or do any of them? Are you with a team, or are you by yourself?
Yeah, no, I was with a team, definitely. Myself, my dad, and my stepmom, as a family, climbed all the mountains together, and a few of them guided, some unguided, but we did them successfully, and looking back on it, it was just such an incredible experience being on all 7 continents by the time I was 15, and it's definitely a blessed life I've been given, and with all the opportunities I've been given and the connections I've built, I want to continue carrying the torch and want to do some big things to change the world in the future.
I bet you do. I'm sure you will. The book you have written is called No Summit Out of Sight. Obviously, in addition to being a talented climber, you're a talented writer. And I just wish we had more time. I don't know what happened with the phone connection, but we didn't get through in time. But thank you for being on the air with us. I have a copy of the book. Do you have a website?
Yes, I do. JordanRomero.com, and just look me up on Facebook and like my athlete page, and we'll keep you all posted, whoever's interested, and with all the new things I'm doing. Going off to college this August.
Well, good for you,
Utah.
Jordan. Thank you again for being on No Summit Out of Sight. Go to JordanRomero.com. We'll put the website on our Facebook page. Thank you, Jordan.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Bipartisan outrage on Capitol Hill after a report on the VA system, which found inappropriate scheduling practices throughout.
The IG warns 1,700 patients of a Phoenix clinic remain at risk of becoming lost in convoluted scheduling schemes. Several Democrats now joining calls for VA Secretary Eric Shinseki to resign.
Fox Radio's Jared Halpern. In the fight over parts of Ukraine, a military chopper shot down by rebels in the eastern part of the country. The president of Ukraine says 14 troops, including a general, were killed. And they spent weeks scouring part of the Indian Ocean for the missing Malaysian airliner. Now search teams concluding that is the wrong area.
Australia's Transport Minister Warren Truss saying this was never guaranteed to be the breakthrough authorities had been hoping for. Next, a wider search will begin using more powerful equipment.
Fox Radio's Simon Owen, Fox News. We report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to Facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto, shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Hi, Robin. You look tired.
I am. I've been running all over town.
Why? Why not drive?
I need to get this stupid document notarized.
Well, that's easy. You need personal service.
Duh. That's what I've been looking for.
You need to go see Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can notarize that for you, make copies, fax it wherever, or send it out in the mail. Heck, he can even scan it and email it for you.
Really? Where is he at?
2375 Northeast 25th Avenue, on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street. You can call him at 789-6683.
Personal Service Center. Thanks, Larry.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Attention WOCA listeners, the travel industry is being turned on its head as over 50,000 individuals are saving 50 to 90% off the best internet prices. There is 10 simple steps to create your perfect vacation and save 50 to 90% off your travel expenses by visiting vacationresortnetwork.com. That's www.vacationresortnetwork.com. vacationresortnetwork.com.
Did you know that Marion County has a vast equine business? Tune in every Friday at 9:30 for Horse Sense, when we connect, communicate, and educate you on ways to participate in and enjoy all the equine adventures this area has to offer.
Sponsored in part by Infinite Day Spa, Almara Arabian Horses,